I'm on time. Well, I'm not on time as in like with the time, but I actually was sat down here ready-ish. Hi. Hello, everybody. How are we all? Hi, Mr. G. Hello, DJ 170 out. Hello to each and every one of you. Hi, AD. Hi, Quasi. Richie B. Everyone. Timmy Coop. Nikki Adams, Lee Buxton. Jimmy. Drew Claude. B Aesthetics. Hi, DJ Bass. Hi, Smudgy Budgie. You don't have a demo, Smudgy Budgie. Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, welcome, guys. So, yeah, we are here, gathered here today for another demo drop. I've been away for 2 weeks with one thing or another. So, we've had a lot of emails, and I'm only through half of the emails. If you've not heard from me, it's literally because I've not been able to get through to yours yet. But hopefully they'll be in next week's. So yeah, we can only have a certain amount of tracks on per show because I like to be able to give enough time to talk about each of them in between. So yeah, so today, just to recap, just so you all know, today we've got Madder and NeuroGL, John Cooper and Timmy Coop, Paul Freeland, Nikki Adams, NXS, Nixie, DJ Digi, DJ Wheels, Jimmy Goodies and Timmy Coop again, Omg, which is Mark Ross, Desion, Gaz West and Roland West, Merlin, and Benjamin. So what about the remix contest tracks? I've had one remix contest person through. I don't know if I've seen the others. Like I've just said, if I've not given you a reply, it means I've not seen the email. End of story. That's all it is. Hi, DJ Wheels. Right, shall we get on with it? Let me just do my pretend bit for YouTube. Hi guys, this is Amber D and you are watching the demo drop where you can get your music heard. If you want to be involved, all you need to do is send your demo to amberdpromos@gmail.com. Make sure you head your email demo drop and make sure you leave me a link which cannot expire, because I can't guarantee when I'm going to be able to get to listen to your tune. It could be in 7 days, but it might be in 14. In that case, usually a WeTransfer link is expired by that point. So the best thing to do is leave a Dropbox, OneDrive, Mega Upload, Google Upload, SoundCloud link. Freg, you're not late. I'm late. Don't worry about it. Please, don't worry about it. So, yeah, there we go. Thank you, back Full Basics, for following. Thank you, Grumpy Baby Shan, for following. Thank you, Blue Pit, for following, and Shamey earlier as well. Right, let's get into it. The first track we're going to be listening to is Madder and NeuroGL, and it is Petrol Junkie.
panic buying bell-end wanker cunt twats. If you're in a queue, waiting to buy fuel, and you've still got 90% of your tank full, here's a suggestion. Pour the petrol into your mouth, swallow it, then light your arsehole, you twat. There's plenty of fuel. Apparently only 1% of petrol stations are closed. There's enough fuel. We are going to run out of lorry drivers, turkey, meat, and broccoli sprouts and have roast rat for Christmas. That's a different issue. Never mind, we can ship in European workers from a union. Yes, then selection to my oven-ready Rex deal. That's what I'll select. That's a totally different issue. There's plenty of fuel. Don't be going in and filling up like little £10 bags. Well, mate, want to buy a £10 bag of diesel, yeah? Got some really good stuff. It's totally uncut. It's pure fucking diesel. Don't be doing it. Don't be topping up like a petrol jumbo.
And NeuroGL there with Petrol Junkie. Yeah, I really like this. I think obviously with everything that happened not that long ago is a great use of I think I know where this is from. It's like, is it the guy who pretends to be a news presenter? Mafluza, thank you so much. Thank you for subbing, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Nikki says, nice bit of comedy, which is always good. Personally would prefer a bit more of a tune to go with it, more variation needed. Yes, I was going to say the same thing. I think that without that breakdown and the fact that it is this, how would you put it? Novelty factor of, the Petrol Junkie thing in the middle. It could do with a little bit more pizzazz, if you will. Maybe a bit of a baseline change in the second half, something like that. I love the acid line. I think the acid line really lifted it. It depends on what kind of style of hard house you like. If you like this chuggy sort of style, then that ticks all the boxes really. I think for me to be interested in playing this in the second half of it, I would definitely want something else to be added to it. I'm not sure what, maybe in terms of like maybe some more interesting fills in there, or maybe another layer on top of the little riff that's going on, something like that. It wouldn't take a lot. But you know, for what it is, and I'm guessing that this came out, or you two made this at the height of the petrol issue. I think it's great. I think it's a really good way of making fun of what was a really stupid situation. Yeah, stick some hoovers in it. Yeah. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. Really, really good. Thank you very much, Madda and NeuroGL, for letting us listen to that one. Next one we've got is Bazinga, and this is John Cooper and Timmy Coop. Now, I don't think we've heard this before, because I checked. Hang on, let me just check. Let me just check that we didn't listen to this one the week before, because I recognise the name. Why do I recognise the name? It's not in my files for the last week. Yeah, Bazinga sounds familiar. I just need to check that I've not already done this. Played this one. Big Bang. Did we play this one, Timmy? Yes, it was. It was 3 weeks ago. That's fine, because that doesn't matter, because there's already another one of yours in here already. I thought we had, because I there's no way I would have forgotten that, because I did enjoy listening to that. So okay, so instead we will bump yours up now. Timmy Coop and Jimmy, yours is going to be next. We're going to be doing Bargain Bucket. Here we go. There we go. That was Jimmy Gooders and Timmy Coop and Bargain Bucket. May, I really enjoyed listening to that. I had a quick listen to it earlier as well. And yeah, I think it's a great track. It's very Untidy-esque as well. I liked the introduction of like a lead layer around about 3 minutes 30. Yeah, it doesn't come in until about 3:30, which is a really good trick to do because it allows the track to keep momentum and not be boring or monotonous. So yeah, I like that about it. I loved the vocal. I thought it was really cool. Really, really liked it. Nothing that I can think of really that could be improved on it. It's that style. Yeah, really, really nice track. Thank you for sending it in. Well done. I'm going to give you an A. Come on. Right, then next up we have got Paul Freeland. And this is called Moonlight.
Just wanna make your heart go boom, boom, boom.
well, Paul Freeland and Moonlight. I really, really do like this tune. It sat better with me the second time I heard it. Like my classical training made me kind of like not enjoy the vocal around the rest of it. It's not out at all. It's on a harmonic. The second time of listening to it, it sounded right. It sounded like it fitted. It just needed a moment for me to kind of like slot my head around. It's quite difficult to make this kind of music because it's very much like, I don't know if anyone remembers, not the beginning of electro, but electro around about 2010 till 2012, where, you know, and like Skrillex kind of stuff, early Skrillex kind of stuff, where there's lots of individual sounds all coming in, like different growls and different wah-wahs and wub-wubs, and it all kind of has to complextro, yes, it all has to kind of like gel together. So lots of separate parts having to be brought together. Hi Jimboos, hi Dean Richardson, Andy, DJ Digi there, who we've got a bit later on. Hi Psychosis, hi Kieran B. I just like a fatter kick driving the side chain. Yeah, maybe. See, that could be the sign of someone who's more of a producer than an actual DJ, which from a DJ's perspective as well, I would second that and say like a more prominent kick would bring this even further out. But as far as all of these little bits go, as I said in the beginning, it takes a long time to make a track like this. I also appreciate, like, on the little fills, the little go and all the vocal fills, I love the fact that instead of allowing the whole transient of the vocal to carry through, it gets shortly and abruptly stopped. So instead of go, it's more like go, and that used in a clever way can really add to the, you know, chopping it off, basically chopping off the tail of the audio, really adds to that to the energy of this track. So it really depends when you do that, like whether or not it's going to work or not. Like sometimes you can just tell though if someone's done it because they're not very good at working with audio yet, or when someone's doing it in a way like with this, where it's more of an arty kind of way that you're chopping it off. But yeah, it sounds amazing. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved the fact that it was packed full. You know, this is one of those times when more is more. I know that Drew Klute says less is more. It depends where your mindset is. It depends on you as a producer. But in this context, it worked because it is very hard to get multiple samples to mold, glue and work together in this way. Oh, is that Freg in the Freg 76? Is that you? Oh, can I get a shout out please for Freg 76? DJ Jimbo says mix in mono and test it on as many speakers devices as possible. Make notes. That is very, very good advice. Because if it sounds good in mono, it's going to sound good however you're rendering it down. Yay, Freg, thank you so much. Or Paul Freeland, should I say. Thank you so much for letting us have a listen to this, because it's wicked. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I loved the moulding of different styles in there. Then you've got like the old, what us oldies would call speed garage. It's probably called bassline now, or niche, or I don't know what it's called these days, but I fucking loved it. I thought it was brilliant. So yeah, well done, mate. You're going to get another air horn as well. Yeah! Cool. Okay then, so next we have got Nikki Adams. Nikki Adams has done a remix of My Other Half's track, Simulation Theory. And he's done a bloody good job of it as well. So should we have a listen to that one? Here we go. Oh, where have I put it? Oh, I know. I've got a file of it, haven't I? Cool. Also to Paul Freeland, please feel free to pop a link to your SoundCloud in the chat, please, so we can all give you a follow, because there's quite a few people I know who would love to follow your stuff. Right then, here we go.
Where things going with virtual reality and augmented reality, and if you extrapolate that out into the future with any rate of progress at all, like even 0.1% a year, then eventually those games will be indistinguishable from reality. They'll be so realistic you will not be able to tell the difference between that game and the reality as we know it. How do we know that that didn't happen in the past and that we're not in one of those games ourselves?
Simulation theory. Simulation theory. Simulation theory.
Wow, Nikki Adams, mate, take a bow. Take a bow. It's really, it's a really great remix. And after the show, as I've done before, I will make sure I show this to Guy. I liked it. I liked the fact that you actually that you changed one of the notes on the MIDI of the riff. If I'm not mistaken, you've changed one of the notes, which I quite liked. I quite like that you've done that. You've made that your own, which is important when it's a remix, especially if someone like Guy's stuff as well, because it's really difficult to do a remix of Guy's stuff without it sounding completely the same as Guy's. But you've definitely got your sound in there with it. Yeah, you changed a couple. Yeah, I liked it. I think what you did there was like I say, you've definitely got your spin on it. So yeah, well done. Hartshorn, hello. Hi. I've not had any of your tunes for a while. Can you rectify that situation, please? Thank you. I need some more hardcore in my life. Thank you. Guys, please get following my friend Hartshorn. He's really good. He's a really nice person as well, and he plays lots of fast music. Kieran says, really well done. Yeah, it was. It was really, really well done. Are you happy with it, Nikki? Because that is the main thing. Yeah, send it over then, Hartshorn. I'll have a listen to it for next week. And then I get to keep it then as well. Yay! And play it in my song, in my mixes. Yeah, you should be really proud of that one, Nikki. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Right then, next up we have got... I love the name of this tune. This is Nexus and Dirty Marlene. Sorry, that was going on to the next track then. Wow. So yeah, it did say on that it was unfinished. I don't think you've got much left to do with this one. Dr. Droog Kloot, aka Nexus, Dirty Marlene, she's a dirty bird. Oh, I love that. I mean, I agree. It's very Shrans. It's quite slow for Shrans, but obviously you can just speed it up. It's my kind of Shrans because I prefer Shrans that it is overdriven and it is is that my Discord making that noise? Sorry about that, guys. Oh, it's going to do it loads now, isn't it? Hang on, let me see if I can just... Oh, fuck off. Where is it? It's not even open. Oh, no, it is. It's on my desk. It's on my browser. Oh, that's easily sorted. Fuck off. It's my kind of Shrans because I prefer my Shrans to be saturated and not overly distorted. There becomes a point where it just sounds crap again, you know. And the Sharans, Shrans, SCHRANZ, Shrans. It's a whole world, Shrans. Daniela Haverbrook is one of my favourite Shrans producers. There's many, many more. But yeah, it's very, very hard techno. I loved it. I did love this because this is definitely one of it's my kind of Shrans. So yeah, Shan sounds like a wine. But yeah, I'm proper digging this. It's your first one. Well, you're really suited to it. You know, you're very energetic in your productions anyway. And I love the way that you swapped up the beats, like towards the end. You know, you were able to keep the energy there, but you swapped up where the energy was running. And I like that about it. Yeah, it is very 90s. I think it started in the 90s, this kind of stuff. Dirty hard techno. Yep, exactly. So yeah, well done, mate. You're gonna get another air horn now. Yeah. Next up we have got Nixie, and this is Do It Right. So DJ Nixie, she is a bounce DJ who DJs with me at the Warehouse in Doncaster. Amazing DJ and lovely girl as well, really lovely girl, and she's done a track called Do It Right, so we're going to listen to that one now.
Remember when this all started, sex was carnage, this one's lasting. I was like Cupid's calling, he's my darling, things are guanin', yeah. The only thing on my mind, all the time, no on my mind, all the time, no on my mind, all the time, no appetite. Always want a bite, just my type, this one's mine. And there's never been a human being so good for me. I say if we gonna do it, do it right. on my mind, all the time, no on my mind, all the time, no appetite. Always want a bite, just my type, this one's mine. And there's never been a human being so good for me. I say if we're gonna do it right.
Yes, that is Nixie and Do It Right. Yeah, I personally think that track's done. It really is. There's a point with bounce where if you mess around with it too much, you're going to lose the energy of it. I like the vocal. I like the vocal chops in it. I thought that was really cool. Mr. G says something is missing. I can't tell what. Yeah, this is the important thing about music production, is to try and ascertain, try and work out what it is that you think it needs, and then give it a go in your own productions. I personally think it's. Do you know what it could benefit from? Saying that, Mr. G, it could possibly be like maybe a riff could come in. Like some kind of riff, you know. I know it's got one. No, it's got one. It's already got all those things in there. Yeah, I think it's fine the way it is. I think it's fine the way that it is. Nixie and Device are making the most of my favourite bounce right now. Yes. But yeah, maybe another layer or something on that riff or something possibly. But I think it's done. I loved it. I've not heard that vocal before. Does anyone? Is it like a popular song or something? I love the fact that most of the commercial or popular songs that are out there right now, I never hear the originals. I always hear the bounce remixes of it, which suits me fine. I love me bounce. Okay, next. I'm going to do DJ Wheels next because I know DJ Wheels is in the chat. Okay, DJ Wheels is one of my students, Adam. Adam is such a hero to me. He's very inspiring. Adam has something called cerebral palsy. And this is why his DJ name is DJ Wheels, because he's in a wheelchair and he DJs with one hand. Now, very recently, Adam has been producing music. He has been getting someone to help him to realize his visions, his productional visions. Now, he started the last track that I heard that he'd done, which he sent over to me, was a house track. And the house track was fantastic. It really was. But he was getting kind of dismayed at the fact, and we had a phone call about it together, about he was very disappointed that the label didn't want to sign this track, and he was wondering why it was. He was getting quite frustrated with the whole thing. And I said to him, look, this is a big learning curve. This is what happens a lot of the time. Labels can be like that. Labels can sometimes, because he made this track in the style that he knew would fit this label. But the problem with doing that, guys, is labels have already got that style of music. They've already got that covered. So they're always looking for the next new thing. So you have to kind of think outside the box, which is why it's kind of a wrong idea to try to make tunes for a certain label, because, like I say, they've already got that covered, and you're coming away from what you would like to do there. So it was a really good opportunity for him to go away and decide what he wanted to do next with his music career. Now, I think that this move into this particular genre of music that he's made this particular track in really suits him. And I also feel that this genre of music, the record labels will be a lot easier to get involved in. I know a lot of people who do sign music for this genre of music. And yeah, let's see what you guys think as well, because I think this is an amazing track. It's called Met You. out, guys. What did you think of that? Wheels Met You. Amazing tune, isn't it? I really love it. And to be quite honest with you, yay, can I get a shout out for Adam DJ Wheels, please? To be honest with you, Adam, I really, really think that the trance side of things will work so much better for you. It's very, very difficult to get accepted into the house arena in the first instance, or it can be. Trance is much more. There's more labels that are willing to take on something and a new artist. It's certainly an area where I have more contacts, and yourself, you'll have more contacts. I also think it allows you to express yourself much better now as well. Fleaser says, fuck, I need to go buy myself a wheelchair. Fucking hell. I don't think it works like that. Oh yeah, mate. Honestly, I think it's brilliant. I really do. And you know, the thing is, for those of you who don't know Adam, DJ Wheels, as I said before, he's got cerebral palsy. He doesn't let that slow him down at all. He's also been in the Olympics as well. Was it swimming or something? Adam, I can't remember now. And we did a mental health talk together quite a while ago, and he massively inspires me. He's so uplifting, and you know, when you think you've got problems, and then you know you find someone like Adam, and he just, in the face of everything being against you, you know, physically, he just comes through. Oh, there you go. Adam's got a spare wheelchair you can have. Oh, yeah, get onto Armin. He'll love that. He'll definitely love that one. Yeah, I love it. I think I know that you said that it meant something to you as well, Adam, this track. And I know that it got you in the feels, you said earlier to me on Messenger. And I can see why. The vocal is fantastic. And the mix down's perfect. Everything about it is great. You know, you're gonna have no problem getting this signed. Commander Spat says, I expect Amber to mix one-handed. Well, do you know what? Adam actually inspired a group project that we did where I got everyone to do 2 to 3 mixes one-handed, just to see how difficult it is. And it is very difficult. Like, I can do it, I just choose not to do it. I expect Amber to mix with her tongue. Oh dear. DJ Jimbo says, never give away your studio production secrets. LOL. Really? Wow. Well, I completely disagree. This is the reason why we're here. Mixing my eyelashes, oh my god. Yeah, the reason why we're here is to help each other along. You know, there's no point having, you know, all this data, all this information if you don't share it with other people. You know, having a fear-based mindset of other people overtaking you if you run about the spare wheelchair. Oh, okay, I get it now. But you raise a good debate there, because you know some people do hide things, you know. But I think you don't need to tell everyone everything that you do. You should keep maybe 1 or 2 things to yourself. But you know, it's definitely, you definitely learn more and you get further if you collab with people. And I don't just mean collab as in like within, you know, a project or whatever, but you know, communicate with each other and share things that are working for you. It doesn't mean it has to be everything. Mr. G says, that girl who came to the stage at your gig and mixed with her tits. Yes, she did. I was doing a vinyl set somewhere for context for everyone else. Thanks, Mr. G. So I was doing a vinyl set at Bounce Factory, I think. And this girl just comes into the bit where I am, the DJ booth. And I'm sure she was lost. She was fucking gone. She was really, really hammered. And I'm like, just looking at her, I'm like, you all right? You okay? And then she's like, yeah. Like, just looked at me weird. And I was like, okay. And I just carried on mixing. And then in the front bit, there was like a window. Like, so there's like a window thing here. She's to my right here. And she leans over. Like this, and she gives her friend something, and her friend was on the dance floor in front of me. She leans over and gives her friend like a back, and then she's leant over her fucking massive tits, went on the record, right, slowed it down, didn't touch the needle. God knows how she did it, but it was genius, fucking genius. Slowed down the record then stopped. As she then leant far enough to then pass her friend this back, she leant back up slowly, and the record just went bam, 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 straight into the drop, like, and wound up really slowly, straight into the drop. She couldn't have timed it any better. And I just looked at her and I was like, you fucking genius. Like, I wasn't even angry, not even a bit, Jesus. I was not even angry. And I went, you're a fucking genius. And she just looked at me like, she went, fuck off. And then just walked off. I don't even think she knew that she was behind the DJ box. I think she thought she was in like the cloakroom or something. It's fucking brilliant. Fucking hell. She just looked at me like, what? Fuck off. And then walks off again. It was fucking brilliant. Best night ever. Yeah, no problem at all. It was just like, she's like, what? Brilliant. But yeah, there you go. I need to write a book about this stuff. I really do. But yeah, DJ Wheels, massively well done. I love this, and I love this this style for you. So well done, mate. Well done. Love you. Right, next up we've got DJ Digi. DJ Digi has done as a remix of somebody called Hidiotronic, and it's called Just a Dream.
Summer silhouette at Boulevard, watching the planes soar. A few angelic rays decay from the bay to the old drugstore. I met her hoping to leave every grief in the ocean and out of my mind. Told me her name, but the waves crashing to halves of our broken hearts were aligned. Not looking for love, we were down in the pits. No intimate connection, just a taste of a kiss. Now the moment's over, but I just wanna hold on to this. Maybe I could try to tell myself it's only a dream. In a comatose state, I relate better than it would seem. She said maybe I could try to tell you this is only a dream. 'Cause I'll fly to where you are in the stars when you're falling asleep. Lonely hotel lobbies where the monsters of youth live. Pencil marks in the hearts of the victims who won't forgive. I know if I can't be perfect, I'm worthless, a lie that I have to be true. Her pillow soaks up the tears every this is only a dream. 'Cause I'll fly to where you are in the stars when you're falling asleep. It's only a dream. When the world felt alive, she would drive somewhere I never seen. She said maybe I could try to tell you this is only a dream. 'Cause I'll fly to where you are in the stars when you're falling asleep.
Well done there. DJ Digi with Hidiotronic, Just a Dream. Again, I've not heard the original. I think I might have done, actually. I might have done. But I really like this. Possibly the only thing I can critique on it may be the arrangement. But that's because I'm used to a different arrangement with Donk. I loved your reverse donk, scatter donk-esque, Russian donk-esque. I loved all of that. Balanced wise, it sounded very balanced. Everything sounded like it had its place. A really, really good remix. Nothing more to say. I think you should do more of these, DJ Digi, to be quite honest with you. So well done. Very sexy. Yes. Do you know what? I don't usually like saxophones in music, but I've been okay with it as I've got a bit older. I don't know why. I always thought they were like cheesy. I think it's because I used to associate them with 80s movies, like stuff that I don't even watch. I can't watch all the way through, like Dirty Dancing or something. Yeah, like it just reminds me of that. Like it just makes me think, oh God, that's so like, oof, like oh, time of my life. Fuck off. Go away, you weirdo. Yeah, I don't like stuff like that. I hate those kinds of films. I just feel embarrassed for everybody involved. Grease, I feel embarrassed for everyone. I'm just like, stop it. Stop singing. Stop it. Grow up. Ugh. It's just silly, really. And this is coming from someone who has made a career off being silly. You know, so even for me, it's like, no. It is cringy. Thank you. It is very, very cringy. It really is cringy. So, next up we have got Omg remix of Stanton Warriors Get Up.
Stand Warriors, Hollywood, Shot-town to the UK, hey, check it. If you can't dance, you need to kill yourself. Hollywood, go through the alley at the gate and make a right. But these slickers kept looking for this party all night. But this ain't your average party. We got bouncers watching feet. So if you chillin' on the wall, they gon' throw you in the street. So feel the beat, move your body, man. I best be seeing sweat. Stanton Warriors are spinning and they ripping up the set. We ain't got time for all you corny suckers trying to play the wall. So the bouncers in the party, y'all gon' probably crack your jaw. So get up.
Get up, get off my back. Get up, let me lick it elsewhere. Get up, hear me, I hear you back. Get up, get up. Get up, get off my back. Get up, let me lick it elsewhere. Get up, hear me, I hear you back. Get up, get up.
So get up. Get up. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you're hating on this shit, you better be walking it out. Cause if a motherfucker hating and is beating, I'll be laying on this motherfucking face until I'm knocking them out. The police are gonna come and they'll be chalking them out. And I'll be up in the party fucking knocking it out. And then they come up in the party trying to question everybody. Sorry, officer, we don't know what you're talking about. So they just give it up and let it go. Somebody turn up the stereo. We need the opposite up very low. I need to be crowd surfing Carrie Joe to the front of the stage so I can get up on the mic to spit these stupid, dumb, fresh rhymes to make these people wanna write. So get up.
Get off my back. Get up, let me lick it elsewhere. Get up, hear me, I hear you back. Get up, get up.
So get up.
Get off my back. Get up, let me lick it elsewhere. Get up, hear me, I hear you back. Get up, get up.
Get up. Get up. So 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 get up.
Yeah, really, really, really like that one. Again, that was Mark Ross, aka Omg. Really, really like that one. Yeah, DJ Digi, just put your link in the chat, and anyone else who's been on the show this evening had their track on the show this evening. Oh, you have done great stuff. Yeah, I really like this. I love breaks anyway. I love breaks. Mark Ross always brings something really cool to the table with every remix, from the hard trance stuff to all the way through to this kind of style and the house and deep house, that kind of stuff. A very versatile producer. Not really anything I can say technically on that, production-wise, apart from I liked it. Like, it was really carefree, gave me a good feeling, and that's what I need in my music. Quite honestly. So there we go. Next up, we have got Kenji Yamamoto, The Title, and this is the Desion remix. So, guys, what did you think of that one? Kenji Yamamoto, the title, Desion remix. I really liked it. I know we were having a bit of a discussion there about the Lab 4 esque-ness of that. I honestly do believe that if you sped that up, you'd probably feel that it was a Lab 4 track. Lab 4 probably have a bit more energy in the leads area because of the way that they process the leads and stuff. A bit more oomph. I love it when people say, can you give it a bit more oomph? Oh, what does that mean? Yeah, the low end stuff, the techno style, all very, very Lab 4. But I do understand what you're saying when you're saying it's not quite Lab 4 style, but it's Desion style. That's what I like about it. This guy has a definite style, and as an artist, it's really something to behold, to have a sound, to have your own sound. I certainly don't have one. I make lots of different types of music, but yeah, I think this is him. This is who he is. I've heard quite a lot of his music now. It's not necessarily stuff that I would play in a set, in a DJ set, but as an artist, as a producer, I appreciate what he's doing here. And I'd feel a bit hesitant to change anything about that. I'm a musical schlag. Craig, thank you very much for following. So yeah, I like this. I do like it. I think he's got his thing going. He's got his thing going on. So yeah, thank you, Desion. Next up, we have got Summer of Love, and this is by Gaz West, my friend Art by Design, actually, and Roland West. I don't think they're any relation, but they've been in the studio together, and this is their track. guys. That was Gaz West and Roland West. Roland West, Summer of Love. I really like that. I think it's a nice, catchy tune. I don't know where to place it in terms of what genre it is. But yeah, it's a good tune. It's a good tune. It's got some clever elements to it. I liked the bass movement up to the fifth from the root note. And at that note, it kind of, and I remember seeing in the chat, Kelly, KMB, saying, "Oh, I like that bit." Because it gave it elevation, it gave it energy at that point. And yeah, I agree. I think that it was a good move to do that. Could have left it till a little bit later on in the track, because by the second time we're kind of expecting that to happen. And remember what we always say here on the show: good music rewards listening. So if you're going to use all your ace cards, if you're going to use them early, make sure you've got another one for a bit later on in the track. But yeah, I like the change up in pace with the bass changes at points in there. The vocal itself, I'm not sure if it fits this track. Maybe like a rap vocal would sound quite cool with it or something like that. But yeah, Dr. Drew Klutz, but the vocals were the weak point in the track. Yeah, I agree. I think it may even be that good a track to not need to have the vocals in. Because I think that's what's kind of tearing me into places or splitting my energy, because that vocal doesn't seem to fit with that kind of energy, you know. But yeah, that's the only critique that I've got really for this particular track. Other than that, it's great. That great is getting another air horn. There we go. Well done, guys. And next we've got Merlin. Merlin's been on the show before. This is a great tune. This is probably my favourite one that Merlin's done. Is Merlin in the chat? Sorry for blowing your ears off there, guys. Well, guys, what did you think of that one? Merlin Falling. I really like that one. Great tune. Great tune. Red Misty says, I'd shake my shit to this. Yes. Yeah, really good bass. I really liked it. Is it Future House, this kind of style, I think? I think that's what it's known as. Whatever it is, it's good. It's a good tune. It really is. It's nice. I liked it. I liked the part before the breakdown when the vocals came and the rest faded away. There you go. I like it when you're being descriptive like that, Mr. G, because this is the great thing about becoming a producer, becoming an artist, is being able to listen differently to music, to be able to take it apart and work out what it is about the songs that you like, why you like them, and then recreating that in your studio. Not necessarily the exact thing, but the energy of it, you know, working out why something gives you a dopamine release, why some things pricked your ears up. What was it? When was it? Why was it? Mr. G, yes, Mr. G was there when I made Savage Cabbage. You were helpful though. You were helpful. You were going, yes, in your little Russian voice. Yes, that is it. That's great. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. You were really helpful, actually. It was great to have you there. I think you should start trying to make your own music, Mr. G. I think you'd really enjoy it. I really do. Because you know what you like, and you have a great sense of music. You have a great sense of rhythm because you're a dancer. But yeah, I think you should give it a go. You know, it's very different being listening or watching someone making a track to doing it yourself. I mean, I remember when I used to have an engineer, and I used to watch my engineer make my track for me, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, by the way. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I did have this feeling that it would be really easy for me to do it myself. Oh my God. I was like, I bet I could do that. I bet I could save myself a few quid here, and instead of getting other people to do my music for, I can fucking do that. My God. Do you know the biggest ego death, the longest one that I've ever had, is definitely been recognizing that I knew fuck all about making music. Nothing. I thought I did. And yeah, when I started, I mean, I've always been around music, and I've always done like studying with music. I did 16 years ago, I did a BTEC National Diploma in Music Technology. It was very different back then. It was more guided around bands and stuff, but I really did used to think that I could do it if I wanted. You know, if I really wanted to, I could sit down and do it. And it was the biggest shock ever to realise I hadn't got a clue. Like, I had ideas, but I couldn't get anything sounding good. I couldn't, you know, it was such a struggle. But then, you know, we're now probably 10 years down the line now, and I'm now doing my degree and then staying on to do my master's in music production. And do you know what? I still know nothing. I still know nothing about music, but I'm okay with it now. The more you learn, the more you realise how little you know. And that is not to be a negative at all. It's actually the best humbling experience that I've ever had, was to recognise that the more that I looked into this and the more that I learned, there's so much to music. There's so many sides to it. It's so multifaceted. I mean, you've got the music theory side, you know, the musicality side of it. You've got the terminology. Then you've got the physics of sound and sound waves. And then you've got synthesis, sound design, subtractive synthesis, FM synthesis, additive synthesis, FM synthesis, spectral synthesis. Then you've got your digital audio workstations. Then you've got hardware. Then you've got to learn really obscure things like compression, serial compression, parallel compression. Which compresses the best? None of them. It's whatever you need. Synthesis of the synthesis. Oh my God. It was a fucking head fuck. It was such a head fuck. And I probably missed out loads of things there. You know? There's so much to learn in music production. But you know what? If this is for you, you're going to love that journey because you'll never be bored. You will never be bored, honestly. And then you've got the whole creating your sound. What's your sound going to be? What are you gearing towards? Then getting it fucking signed. Then trying to do social media. And if you're a DJ, you know, doing all that side of things as well. Where do you get the time? It is a full-time thing. You know, you've got to have a very, very forgiving partner in your life or someone that does it as well. Red Missy says, I decided to be an IT engineer, talk about a clueless fuck. I know, right? Well, this is another thing I've now gone into because I love doing my whole, you know, my effects and stuff on my live stream. So I've got into learning how to build my own computers. But you know what? And learning about, you know, all the graphics side of things. But things kind of run parallel with each other. If you can do one thing, then you can do another. Yeah, I mean, the latest thing that I've learned is to do with MIDI and using my TD3, my Behringer TD3 in my DJ sets. Because it came to me, because I use my TD3 when I'm using Ableton or FL Studio. So I thought, I can use this in my DJ sets because I was learning about MIDI DIN, MIDI USB, and I was setting it all up so that the MIDI would run instead of on its internal clock, it would run synced up to Ableton. And I was like, well, surely that can work with my mixer because my mixer's got MIDI capability. So I got an old style one of these. I got 2 of them in a pack. You remember these old 5 prongs MIDI things? I've never had to use these before with my stuff because it's all been MIDI USB. And, you know, I messed around and it worked, you know. So everything, my point is, everything comes together at a point of learning. So if you're getting to that point now, or you're quite early on in your production career, please keep going. Please keep believing that you can do this because it gets really messy for a long time, but then it starts to make sense. Then things will start to click. You'll connect the dots, and you'll have a lot of fun because then you'll start speaking to other like-minded artists and producers. And this is why it's important to talk and to discuss your different methods of doing things, not in a egotistical way of my way's the best or whatever, but you can always learn from other producers. That's why I love collabing with people, because I love going into their studio and asking questions, and I take a notepad in with me and I ask them how you're doing this and how you're doing that. And sometimes I'll take it on board, other times it will confirm, you know, what I'm doing myself, but ultimately it's your own journey. But yeah, it's fucking, it's such a rabbit hole. There's no end to it But you wouldn't want there to be an end to it. You wouldn't want to learn everything. But there you go. Okay, so our last song that we've got is Benjamin, who I've just seen has entered the chat. Great timing there, mate. And I've not even listened to this yet because I know that the tracks that you make are always great tunes. Yeah, you're just in time. So let's have a listen to it.
Just me, my best fucking mates, and the music. Nothing else mattered. Do you know what I mean? We just wanted to forget the real world. To us, and everyone else in that moment, this was the real world. A world where like-minded people would come together and get lost in music. We were part of a different generation. Peace, love, unity, and freedom of expression, that's all we cared about. Oh, and a shitload of drugs. Yeah, we were like a fucking tribe, man, ready to conquer the world. The revolution was here and no one was gonna stop us. Why? Because we live for the fucking weekend.
goodness, Benjamin. Lost in Love. Absolutely love that one. Great idea mixing the Lost in Love riff there with that well-known vocal. Yeah, very Human Traffic. So Ben said, I don't know where the spoken sample is from, is a rip of Styles version, hence why it can't be released, just a DJ tool. Yeah, I think it's great. Classic riff. And then the What You Got For Me vocal in there as well. Just great. It's fun. It's recognisable. And it also, it's a great way to get the hard house lot to enjoy bounce music as well, because it can be difficult. They can be a little bit stuck in their ways. But, you know, with this, it ticks every box. And I love that about it. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, we come to the end of another demo drop, guys. Please stay where you are, because we are going over to DJ Mixie. Please go and give him a follow if you're not already. He's part of Team Brisk. He's also going for partner at the moment. And I'd really like him to get there, because it would mean so much to him. His setup's just amazing. Quality of his graphics and all the rest of it. And he's such an entertaining DJ as well. So you guys can have a great time there. I have to go and do a recorded mix for this weekend for Set for Love. Thank you, Jimmy Gooders, for following. Where I'm going to be alongside a big load of headliners this weekend. I think we've got Barbara Tucker, like some other massive names in techno and house, because I made quite a lot of money for Set for Love. They've now brought me into their inner circle. So I'm doing a recorded hour hard techno set for this weekend, which will be aired this weekend to a lot of people. So wish me luck. So I'm getting a bit nervous just thinking of it. But yeah, I will see you all on the other side. My day off tomorrow, and then on Thursday I'm back. So love you. Mwah. Bye bye.